LGBTQ community. Featuring my mama, Gwen, GQ, and Davis.
Ow! This is the S to the K to the double E. Ow, ow, ow! This is the S to the K to the double E to the T to the E to the R. Hold on, Dr. K. I'm sitting in the house with the G to the Q, and I'm sitting in the house with the Dr. K to the A to the Y. And we in the house today, and we are fired up. Hello, somebody!
All right.
I'm waiting for your special guest.
We scare them to death first.
Really scare everybody to death.
Hey, that's what we do. We scare the guests.
Sorry. There you
Hello,
go.
Memphis and Radio Land. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community radio show here on AM 990 KWAM, baby. And the mission of our show is to be the premier soundboard for the LGBTQ community in the Mid-South. And we employ 3 core principles: education, empowerment, and enrichment. Our radio show aims to uplift, celebrate, and affirm the LGBTQ community above the marginalized standards some of us in this society wish to inflict upon us. We hope that you enjoy our show and learn something, to learn how to ask more relevant questions. We're going to dive into our segment, What's on Your Mind? What's on your mind, son?
First, I want to give my respects and our respects to the 5 soldiers that were murdered in Chattanooga on this past week. They took the ultimate sacrifice. It's a shame that we cannot have freedom and liberty in this country without being threatened or harmed by terrorist groups. So my prayers and condolences goes out to the families, to the military personnel, everyone involved in the shootings and everything.
Well, I'm afraid to say the number went to 5.
I said 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I said 5.
The other one who passed away also.
And we have a relative in the Navy, active relative in the Navy, my little cousin and your nephew, so we really have to be prayerful and watchful for those people protecting us in this country. But what's on my mind is Miss Burns, an 84-year-old woman who was evicted out of her apartment, along with all her items and her son. And it was just a shame how she was thrown out, being behind $1,300 in this hot heat. And I don't understand all the circumstances particulars, but I just don't think it's fair for someone to be thrown out. But I'm not an attorney, I'm not going to get into that. But I want to thank all of our fans, followers, haters. We had some haters donate too, so thank you too. Thank the people who didn't donate. Thank everyone who participated and helped us out. You know, haters did donate, and everyone who helped us out to raise monies for Miss Burns. We're going to the hotel where a nice citizen put her in for the week, and we're going to give her the monies after the show. So if you want to donate, come by the station or meet us at the hotel. The Holiday Inn on Democrat, we're going to go there, 2240 Democrat, to donate monies to her, so to help her get out of this hole, because it was a crisis, and my mother found the story, and she got me involved. So kudos to you for having a great heart to help Miss Burns out.
You know, my sentiments is exactly like the young man that did the interview on News Channel 3. I was actually at the nail salon, and when I saw the story, it just reminded me of my grandmother. And it broke my heart. It just broke my heart to see her sitting outside with everything that she owned in the parking lot. And she said a statement that it might not mean much to you, but it means a whole lot to me. And at that moment, I knew that we could do something. And as a community, we band together, and believe it or not, $5 and $10 add up if enough of us contribute to help somebody. And I don't think that this should be the last time that we get together to help someone in need, because I know we all know somebody that needs financial help, and we can do it. I heard a sermon that everything you want is right here in the room. Everything we need, Memphis, Tennessee, is right here in our city. And we just learn to have a gracious and a kind heart. And you know, when you give, it's not yours anyway. And the Lord is always going to bless you. So I just felt compelled. I did talk to Ms. Burns, and we had a long conversation. She's a very smart lady. She has all her faculties. She knows exactly what's going on. And my son was telling me I got attached to her, and we had a really good conversation. So I'm looking forward to meeting her today also. I want to take a good picture with her.
And also, you have to remember, that it's no such thing as straight money. Hello, somebody.
Hello.
Heterosexual money, black money, white money, gay money. There's no such thing. I heard a man say today, you can't play a piano hitting all the black keys. Hello, somebody.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you got to hit them white keys too. So my point is, we came together as a family, and we hit every key on the piano, and we raised money. Let me get this disclaimer as well. On our website, we had a GoFundMe account and a PayPal account prior to this fundraiser for Miss Burns. And some of those posts on there were old monies that people donated to our show. So in actuality, like right now, if you go to the website, it says we have like $13.30 raised. It wasn't $13.30 because some of those posts were old monies that was raised. We have collected $800 for her. And we're going to take that to her as of right now, unless more people come and give us. But right now, we have $800. We're being transparent. Don't go back and say the Unleashed War stole $500 from Miss Burns. But
we can show.
Yeah, those posts were old. And
the good thing about PayPal and the good thing about GoFundMe, it shows the date. That the monies were deposited. It shows the person's name, and it also gives their email address and their address. So everything can be tracked from the time we started raising the money, which was 7/15.
And also, they are high as hell. Oh
and
my goodness!
Well, PayPal is higher. Disclaimer: this is y'all figures, these not ours. GoFundMe is, I think, 2.3%, and I believe PayPal is like 3.8%. So if you donated $50, she getting like $48.25.
Well, they have to make their money too.
Well, yeah,
they do.
The
convenience. We're gonna bring our guest in before we go on our first break. This is the awesome lady. She invited us on the show, her show, before when we first came to the studio, and she's has a great heart, and she's fine, and
oh my,
yeah, all sexy thing. Let me introduce y'all to my shrink, Dr. K. Screener.
All right, well, thank you so much. And I was talking with someone not too long ago, and I was just telling them how absolutely wild you are. So you have proven it yet again that you are just absolutely off the chain, and that's what people need at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Not at 8 o'clock on Sunday, but 5 o'clock on Saturday.
Honey, he like that at 12:30 in church.
So thank you so much for inviting me. It's always great to come home. AM 990 is my home. I was here for a year and a half, and as you know, we are moving on to 98.5 New Mix FM, which is the first bilingual station in the Mid-South. But I will be inviting you guys over, and you have to invite me back here again so I can, at least so I can say hello to people.
Well, no. Actually, you invited my mother over there.
Well.
And I was going to photobomb that show.
I understand. And you are welcome to come and sit in the adjacent room.
I'm going to call in all show.
Yes, please do. Because we are talking about who pays the bills.
Oh, I ain't coming to that show. No.
See, I knew. That's why I only have one black male on there. Because only one black male wanted to come. But I wanted to have just, a potpourri of people there to talk about how you split up the bills when you're living in the same household. And I was so fortunate to have my listeners actually send in examples of great topics. And when I saw this topic, I thought, yes, let's talk about that, because everybody's broke right now, so people like talking about money. And you can't go on the traditional thinking, because you have all different types of people who are in all different types of love, all different types of living situations. So you just can't say, well, you the man and you're going to pay the bills. Because what if you live in a situation where people are the same sex? Or what if you live in a situation where you have the woman who makes a lot more money than the man? So you really have to come up with some alternative ways of deciding how you're going to fund your fabulous lifestyle.
Well, I like that. I love that. I love that you're representing Memphis, Tennessee to its fullest, because Memphis, Tennessee is, as you said, it is a lot of us. It's a lot of diversity.
Yes.
It's a lot of complex people, relationships in our in our city. But we have to take our first break. Do not change that dial. We're going to be back with Dr. Kay Streeter to finish our conversation. You are listening to the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ Community Radio Show on AM 990, baby.